Mike here. Thank you for joining me. I am so glad you're here. And thank you to all my subscribers. I am totally surprised and I am so grateful, and I thank God for every single one of you. Now in this video, we have NASA in real space. I know you don't believe it, but we have the video to prove it, brought to us by Dan Dimension. And I'm going to put the link up into the comment section. Now, the other thing we have NASA doing is stealing $1.2 billion from the American tax people. And you're going to get to see it. Let's roll it.
Whoa, sorry about that. Wrong thing there. Here we are. NASA, 89 miles above Earth. Now, this thing went up as a rocket and turned into a balloon by the magic of gravity. We know gravity explains everything, right? Now, this is a real weather balloon for comparison. Notice the blue hue above Earth. They match what NASA shows us and what this weather balloon shows us. The only difference is the weather balloon cost around $500, and NASA stole $1.2 billion from us to make their weather balloon shots. And at the same time proving that the Earth is in fact flat at 89 miles up. Now NASA shows us Earth from 89 miles up, but Earth looks far different when they're in the International Space Station. Let's take a look. Scott Kelly's tweeted picture from the ISS. Notice the one mountain range, no oceans, no other land masses, and the amount of curve of the Earth. Here's a different picture taken from the ISS. Notice the land masses, the water, and we can see different continents here. So if we were to take this one mountain range in Scott Kelly's view and use a comparable mountain range, say the Rocky Mountains that go through the United States, and we were to take these Rocky Mountain ranges and fit them all along this Earth, how many think you would fit on here? Probably about 30. Do this with Scott Kelly's picture of Earth, and you fit about 12 of them on here. So when NASA takes pictures from the ISS, the size of the Earth changes. Isn't that magic? Here's another thing I want you to notice. In the background, it appears to be stars. These are actually not stars. I think the window of the ISS is just dirty. Because when we examine these stars turn into perfectly square boxes, all the same size, and they have this strange pattern in them. Masonic symbols, subliminal messaging, who knows? Probably not, but would be interesting. But anyway, these are the stars in the background that the ISS takes. I don't know what NASA uses for their effects. They probably are not paying their artists enough. I think with all that money they took, they could actually give these guys a raise here to do a better job. These are all just patterns, all the same size, not stars. Why don't we check Mr. Scott Kelly's stars out, see what we can find here. Now Photoshop's able to pick up things that we can't see. And let's go to HDR toning, do the same thing. But Photoshop will show us what's actually going on here. As you can see, the same box, strange purplish patterns, and there's several repeating patterns in here too, over and over, like this little Y thing right here. There's the Y thing again, there's the Y thing again. So obviously this is not a space background, and I have no idea what NASA is doing to these photos here. Pretty strange. But anyways, they're not in space, that's for sure.
Time for our scientific evolution experiment. Now, globeheads believe that we came from one of these guys. And if any of you globeheads recognize this as a family member or possibly an actual family member, somebody you have pictures of hanging on your wall, please, we'd like to know about them. Leave a comment below. Now, when I say globehead, I'm not talking about globe earthers who are not informed. I'm talking about those people who come to our channels, ignore 20 pieces of evidence in our videos that destroy globe Earth and any hope that NASA's ever gotten to space, and comment on things irrelevant or just plain rude. Those are globeheads. They are unable to see the truth because they are spiritually blinded. Now, I actually Googled this condition, and this is what I found from the medical journals. Yeah, there you go. Right there. That's enough. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and drew eyeballs on our rock guy. We'll just call him Joey Rock. And what we're going to do is, if we wait enough time, according to science, time and probabilities causes these guys to come to life. Are you ready? Let's wait. Okay, time's up. Now, has he come to life? Let's check. No, he's not moving. I don't think he's breathing. Fortunately, I think we just debunked evolution. Anyways, this is Mike. What the heck? What the heck? Oh no. Oh no. Listen. It's alive. How'd you guys come? Did I? Oh man. I hope I didn't scare anybody. I'm just messing with you all. Or am I? Okay, so my wife overheard this kid saying that he learned he came from a fish. Let me read Habakkuk 1, chapter 1, verse 14. They make us men as fishes of the sea. Who's they? The nations. They make men as creeping things that have no ruler over them. This is what evolution does. This is what happens when you lie to the world. Satan, the God of this world, and the nations he controls, lies to the world, tells them it's a spinning ball, tells them it's flying through space, tell them we are not the center of the universe, tell them they came from a fish. And now my 9-year-old neighbor boy, who was created by God, God put a spirit in him, had a plan for him from the womb. He's told he's part fish. They take up all of them with the angle. They catch them in their net and gather them in their drag. Therefore, they rejoice and they are glad because people buy into it. So they're captured. They're controlled. Therefore, they sacrifice under their net and burn incense under their drag, because by them their portion is fat and their meat is plenteous. That's right. The elite, the rich, those in control of the banking system are taking and destroying you. And they do it because they are telling you there's nobody greater to answer to but them, because you came from a fish. They therefore shall empty their net, out with the old, in with the new, and spare not continually to slay the nations. That's all the countries Satan has control of. He's the one that has the spiritual veil over the nations. And it starts by the lie of God's creation. And now while we have Christians up there in the leaves of the tree battling evolution, we have the axe to chop the thing down. The Earth's not a globe. It's flat. And we live in an enclosed system. But there's good news. God speaking to Habakkuk, and the Lord answered him, and he said, write the vision, make it plain, write it upon the tables, that he that readeth may run with it. The truth is going to get out. For the vision is yet appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. And we are very close to that end. And it will not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Glow bursts only in year 2, but God has sent a message stronger than evolution and harder to debunk. You cannot deny, and I just showed you NASA's video, 89 miles up, the earth is flat and it does not spin. So be patient. It's getting out. It will not tarry. It says, behold, his soul is lifted up that is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. What's faith? Well, faith believes what God said without having to see. And we have Christians, I have Christians come to my channel, well, I believe in Jesus, but it's a ball. No, it can't possibly be a ball if you value the word of God. 29 scriptures say the exact phrase, end of earth. It's not a ball. 3 scriptures tell you it's the sun that moves above us, not us around the sun. And they say, well, you're just misreading the word wrong. No, I'm not misreading the word wrong. What you're doing is not reading the word by faith. You don't pick and choose what scriptures you want to believe. Okay? You believe all of it or don't believe any of it. Because if you say this part's not true, it's poetic, it's allegory, it's a parable, because you don't want to believe it, then who's to say your scriptures on salvation are true also? You have no foundation of faith. Repent, tell God you're sorry, and read his word, literal and true, because all of it is 100% true. So God is saying, write the vision. The nations will no longer be controlled by telling men they're from fish and this evolutionary lie. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and the violence of the land and the city of all that dwell therein. And it goes on down to say, and I'm not going to read you what happens to these people, but it goes on to say, for the earth shall be filled, with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the water covers the sea. Satan, there's no stopping this. There is nothing you can do. The only people that'll be left are the ones deceiving and being deceived themselves. That's it. Those who love truth, those who love righteousness, those who love right things will be shown that we do not live on a ball, our earth does not spin, and men do not come from rocks or fish. It's over. The glory of the Lord will get out.
I was not going to tell him because it's not my place to trade up a child in the way he should go. His mom and dad.
So he said, you heard a kid say he evolved from a fish.
He was telling another kid, he goes, he evolved from a fish.
Really? Does he know who Grandpa Fish is? So a kid said that? He evolved from a fish.
When he what is that?
What are they telling these kids?
When they think that they come back.
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Which is against the law in China now. No, they did. They passed the law. You cannot come back no more.
How would they know what you came back?
Oh, they know. they have Chinese chi that can tell. I'm saying it's a law that you cannot reincarnate in China anymore. Used to be able to.
There's
okay.
Too many people.
Yeah, there's too many people in China for that. They're trying to cut down on population, so you can't come back. You get one trip through the line. That's it in China. Okay. So
they might have heard
what?
having kids. That wasn't enough. So now they have to monitor.
whether you come back or not. Yeah, they got to monitor that. So you got a marker for my rock. So I'm going to put eyeballs on and we're going to do a scientific experiment, okay? No marker? All right. Well, I looked in I looked in there and I can't see a marker anywhere. I got some of Mariah's crayons here.
Are you videotaping right now?
What do you mean? Why are you so suspicious of everything?
Because I saw the red light.
Oh, yeah. You know, they should make these so a husband could do his thing without being busted. Okay, the red light.